Were the Vikings the first to discover America? Welcome back to Cylonia Blue. Today we're diving into a captivating question. Were the Vikings the first to discover America? This topic has intrigued historians and adventurers alike for centuries. So grab a seat and let's embark on this historical journey together. When we think of the discovery of America, many of us immediately picture Christopher Columbus sailing the ocean blue in 1492. But what if I told you that long before Columbus, Norse explorers were already making their way across the Atlantic? Yes, that's right. The Vikings, known for their seafaring skills and adventurous spirit, reached North America around the year 1000. Let's explore the evidence that supports this fascinating claim. The most notable site linked to Viking exploration is Meadows, located on the northern tip of Newfoundland in Canada. Discovered in the 1960s, this archaeological site revealed the remains of a Viking settlement. The structures, built using a technique typical of Norse architecture, provide concrete evidence that the Vikings not only reached North America, but also established a base there. But who were these Vikings, and what drove them to explore such distant lands? The Vikings were seafaring people from Scandinavia, primarily Norway, Denmark, and Sweden. They were skilled navigators and shipbuilders, venturing out not just for trade, but also for exploration and settlement. Driven by a desire for new resources and land, the Vikings set sail across treacherous waters, often facing harsh conditions. Their legendary longships enabled them to navigate both open seas and shallow rivers, making them formidable explorers of their time. So what did the Vikings find when they arrived in America? According to the sagas, which are Old Norse tales passed down through generations, they encountered indigenous peoples, which they referred to as Skraelings. The sagas describe interactions that ranged from trade to conflict. One famous saga, the Saga of the Greenlanders, tells of Leif Erikson, who is said to have landed in a region he called Vinland, believed to be located in what is now Newfoundland. The name suggests the presence of wild grapes, which might indicate that the Vikings found a fertile land rich in resources. However, the Viking presence in North America was short-lived. While they did establish settlements, these were not permanent, and they eventually retreated back to Greenland and Scandinavia. Several factors contributed to their withdrawal, including conflicts with indigenous tribes, changing climate conditions, and the challenges of sustaining long-distance voyages. Now, let's take a moment to consider the broader context. The Vikings were not the only group to explore the Americas before Columbus. There are theories suggesting that other cultures, such as the Irish and even the Chinese, may have reached the continent long before Columbus set sail. Yet, the Viking explorations are among the most documented and provide tangible archaeological evidence of their journeys. In conclusion, while Columbus is often credited with the discovery of America, it's essential to recognize the Viking explorers who ventured across the Atlantic centuries earlier. Their journeys opened the door to a new world, showcasing their remarkable bravery and navigational skills. The legacy of the Vikings reminds us that history is complex, filled with many layers and stories waiting to be uncovered. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Viking history. If you found this topic as fascinating as we did, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Cylonia Blue for more engaging content. We love sharing these stories with you, and your support helps us continue to bring you the best in history and exploration. Until next time, stay curious.